What's going on, everybody? Trivels in here. Welcome back to the Bourbon Ranch. Today we have another bottle review, this time the latest batch from Barrell Bourbon Batch 37. I don't know how many times I'm going to say this, maybe every time I review a new batch from Barrell, but I've been saying the same thing. I'm going to say it this time. I freaking love these bottles. They have been consistently good, consistently different, and I'm consistently excited about getting them every single time. Now, Barrell sent me over this bottle. They just wanted to know what I think of it, and I'm gonna tell you what I think of it. I'm gonna smell it, I'm gonna taste it, I'm gonna tell you how it's different from the last batch, and if this is a batch that you should pick up. So, let's get right into it. Let's pour up a pour. We'll go down what's in the blend. We'll see how it is. So, Barrell Bourbon Batch 37 is a cask strength blend of straight bourbon whiskeys, a 10-year Kentucky, 8, 11, and 12-year Indiana, 13, 14, and 15-year-old Tennessee. 111.38 proof, brings the mash bill down to 78% corn, 18% rye, 4% malted barley. So, let's get into this sucker. On the nose, that is very chocolatey. That is much different than the last batch. That's what I find interesting about these batches. You know, they take, Kentucky, Indiana, Tennessee barrels and then blend some crazy concoction that are all different from each other. You know, it's not like they're just doing the same bottle with a new number. You know what I'm saying? They're different. So it's crazy. I mean, these guys know how to blend some dang barrels into something totally unique. That is very, very chocolatey. I don't know if it's as oaky as I was expecting. I think you see stuff like 13, 14, 15-year-old Tennessee in there and you're expecting one thing. And I'm not saying oak isn't there. It smells like a well-aged, well-put-together, complex, and interesting bourbon. But it is not smelling like super oaky, super barrely. It's not smelling over the top. No wet wood or anything like that. So that's definitely blended in there to give it a little more character without it shining. Like the star of the show isn't just like wood, you know? Then if anything, it smells like just a solid through and through 12-year-old Kentucky bourbon. That's what it reminds me of. It's nice. That just smells so freaking good. And again, a heavy chocolate note on there. I think some of the other batches, it was a lot more red fruit heavy. Like it had all the other notes, blah, 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 but it was fruity. There were a lot of fruitiness going on in a couple of the other ones. If I'm getting any sort of fruit on this, it's more of like orange, but like a candied orange, blood orange, just like darker citrus fruits versus red fruit. So there we go. Let's taste the sucker and we'll see how it is. Drinking every bit of that 111 proof. Woo! Lighten the palate up. Nice and mouth coating, thick, viscous, oily, and chocolate. Again, this is a chocolate bomb, people. I'm digging the amount of chocolate on that. Again, oak is there, not super prevalent. It's not like wet wood. It's not the star of the show. I think the older barrels kind of went in as the base to kind of give a little more oaky presence to the other barrels, but they let the other barrels really shine. The chocolatiness is, I just can't stop focusing on the chocolate. I mean, this is a chocolate lover's bourbon right here. Even more so, I wouldn't call it like a milk chocolate, but more like a one of those like cooking dark chocolates where it's kind of bitter. It's kind of have that, and so I think maybe that's coming from a little bit of the oak. But then there's the citrusy thing. It's not super fruity, but it like a dried, like a candied orange. They say banana on the back of the bottle. I don't know how much of the banana I'm getting, but I am getting, I was gonna say stone fruit. I wouldn't say like a peach or like maybe a little apricot, a honeyed apricot. There you go, honey thick honey, apricot, dark chocolate. Bam. They also say cardamom. I don't know what that is, but they kind of nail the notes on here. Dark chocolate, toffee, spiced orange, banana, cardamom, and honey. I'm totally dark chocolate, toffee, and honey. Bam, right here. A little bit of that spiced orange for sure. It almost smells like, have you ever seen one of those dried, I don't know what there's a word for this. Man, I don't know what it is. But it's like the dried, when you dry the fruit and you like make a little bag of spices and then you can like do stuff with it. It's like a bag of spices, so I'm guessing a bag of cardamom in orange peels. Dipped in there. I don't know if I'm gonna leave that in the video because I filmed the video before this. I might just be making stuff up. Overall, I am thoroughly enjoying this batch. Again, I don't think I've had a batch that I have disliked even remote. Like, I've loved all of the batches. They usually make top whiskey of the year list to me. I think this might be in that camp. It is definitely different than the 36, the 35, the 34, the 33. You know, this is kind of moving in a different direction. Whereas at least, I think most of those batches, most of the past couple of batches have had a common thread. Maybe one or two were kind of in the more chocolatey realm, but I don't get any red fruit on this at all. And I think some of the other ones were a lot of red fruit. So this is more in line, like, it doesn't, I'm not saying this tastes like a double oaked, but to help you visualize what this tastes like, it tastes more like a Woodford double oaked or any Woodford Reserve or an Old Forester. To me, I get a lot of chocolate on those bourbons. That's kind of the realm this is in more so than the other ones. And so you gotta just know that going in. If you have the 36 and you love it, this is different. And to their credit too, if you find a batch that you're not that crazy about, if you have the 36 and you're like, whatever, this is different. So don't just discredit a batch. If you get one, you don't like it, don't just be like, well, I'm never freaking getting another one of those again. So I like them because they are different. It's like, what am I gonna get this time? Man, the more I go back to it, this thing evolves. Like, you need to take some time with this. Don't just drink it super quick like I do. Or do, it's fun, you get drunk quick. The spiced orange, like the oranginess and the honey, like white, maybe even like honeysuckle, apricot, and orange is totally coming out of this now. I mean, I'm not gonna retract what I said about the chocolate note. Dang. Yeah, I'm liking this the more and more it sits. I probably just pour me a little more and enjoy this after the video. But this is another hitter in my opinion. So sorry. Again, Barrell did send me this bottle. They don't ask me to even review the thing. I just do it because I like it. And I mean, I'll review it if it's bad, because then I'm gonna be real mad at Barrell. I'm gonna let you know if you start slacking. But that being said, if you're a Barrell fan, this is another good release by them. I think you should pick it up. Again, if you're new to Barrell, if you haven't tried them, I think this is another good one. Every batch that's come out in the past couple batches, I think, are good batches to start on. Like, they're good, man. So it just depends on kind of what you're into. I think, you know, for one, it's way too hot to be drinking whiskey outside right now. I've tried, I've been melting. Don't want the chocolate to melt. This is gonna be a perfect, if it lasts that long, perfect pour for like a little bit cooler nights, maybe Halloween fire, you know, this is perfect. There we have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys can find one of these guys, pick it up. If you've tried batch 37, let me know what you think of it. If you've tried any of the other batches, let us know what your favorite is. Let other people know so they can go to the comments. They don't have to just listen to me. They can go and see what you say about it. how you think about this batch compared to other batches, yada, yada, yada. Go leave a big old comment down there, and then go check out the comments. Go read, go hang out, become friends. Leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new here, check out the Bourbon Ranch Patreon, join the Patreon, get involved, because we about to start dropping some barrel picks. Go. And until next time, I'm Trev Wilson. I will see you guys next video.